Guys, Miss Young here. Today we're going to be talking about coins and counting coins and how to do that. So I'm going to walk you a little bit through the coins, how much each are worth, how to count by them, so you'll be able to do the rest of the problem set. So we have four basic coins that we talk about. We do know of other coins, like there's the $50 and the Sacagawea, but we're only concerned with these four coins. So we have the penny, the nickel, the dime, and the quarter. The penny is worth 1 cent, so when we count pennies, we count by ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going on and on. The front is a copper coin, so it's kind of easier to tell than the other three coins. The front has Abraham Lincoln on it, and the back has a little shield. Like I said, it is copper, so it is easier to see than the other coins. Then the next coin, we have a nickel. We have Thomas Jefferson on the front. It's worth 5 cents. We count by 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and so on. The nickel is bigger than the penny and also bigger than the dime. The dime is worth 10 cents. Franklin Roosevelt is on the front of the dime. So dimes we count by 10, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. The dime is smaller than the nickel, but it's worth more. When Miss Young was little, I always thought the nickel was worth more because it's bigger, but the dime is actually worth more, even though it is smaller than the nickel. And last, we have the quarter. George Washington's face is on the quarter. Quarters we count by 25s. So 25, 50, 75, 100. Another name for 100 cents is $1, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. So when you are counting your coins, there are two different ways you can talk about how much they're worth. You can talk about them in cents, or you can talk about them in dollars, but you won't talk about them both at the same time. So if you counted, let's say you counted 4 dimes, you'd have 10, 20, 30, 40 cents. You could write it like, this, 40, and then the cent sign. I'm just going to put a C after it so you know. 40 cents. Or you could write it as the dollar sign, $0, and is the period, 40 cents. So there's two different ways to write it. You can write it with the cent sign, which I know this isn't the cent sign, but I'm just filling it in for you. Or you could write it with the dollar sign. You aren't going to do this and do both. That's not a thing. You're either doing the dollar sign or you're doing the cent sign. So on your problem set, it's going to be asking you to use the dollar sign. You need to read carefully. So for the dollar sign, if it's not a total dollar, you're going to put there's $0 because there's no whole dollars or nothing that equals 100 cents, and with a period, the leftovers. So now we're going to count. It helps to count similar coins together. So instead of doing like this coin and then this coin and then this coin and back over here, count the same coins as you go. So you're going to be kind of counting on. So here we have a nickel. The nickel is worth 5. So I would say 5. This is the penny. It's worth 1. So 5. Now I'm going to count by 1. 6, 7, 8. I have 8 cents. I have no dollars and 8 cents. Now 8, if you think about it, I'm not just going to put an 8 because that's in the tens place here. I'm actually going to put 08. So $0 and 8 cents. Because if you think about it, this would be 10 cents. So 08. I'm going to count again here. I have a dime, the back of a dime. So 10. I'm going to count by ones. 11, 12, 13, 14. So same thing. I have $0 and 14 cents. Down here, I have a dime and 3 nickels. So this is worth 10. These are worth 5, so then I'll count by 5. So 10, 15, 20, 25. So I still have $0 and 25 cents. Here I have a dime, a nickel, and pennies. So 10 plus 5 is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So $0 and 19 cents. Then I have 2 dimes, 2 nickels, and a penny. So 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, $0 and 31 cents. Now here I have a quarter, so this is 25 cents. So I'm going to say 25. These are worth 5, so 25, 30, 35, 36. $0 and 36 cents. here I have a whole collection of all the coins. So I've got a quarter, so 25. Then this is a dime, so I'm going to count by 10. So 25, 35, 45, plus 5 is 50, 51, 52. So $0.52. So remember, the coins, we have a penny, a nickel, a dime, a quarter. Penny's worth 1 cent, nickel's worth 5, dime's worth 10, a quarter's worth 25. When you are showing your answer, you're either using the dollar sign or the cent sign. See what the question's asking for, but you don't use both at the same time. And when you're counting coins, it helps to count them as groups. Even if they're not ordered nice and neat, it helps to count all of one coin first and all of another coin next. So you'll see something similar to this today when you are doing your problem set.